Women are the best. They truly are. She is an artist. She is an entertainer. She is a writer. She is a CEO. From climbing the highest mountains to swimming in the deepest of oceans, she has done everything. She is a poet. She has led nations. She can truly do anything. Welcome to a new series by Sirona called The She in Me, where we explore such aspirational and inspirational stories of women from the region. Stories of courage, ambition, and excellence. And today we have a she who has done it all. She is a dancer. She is a social media icon. She is an entrepreneur. She is a teacher. And she is with us right now. She is Nidhi Kumar.
Hi. That was
how-
such a cute intro. I love it.
But did I miss anything? Because you've done
Nothing.
so much, I sometimes feel we miss out on
Nothing.
something that you've done.
That was phenomenal. That made me feel so important. Thank you.
But you are important. You've accomplished so much, right? And your story has been a place where you've been the girl next door.
Yeah.
Here in the UAE,
Yeah.
who's like from a very modest family, living
Yeah.
in a very modest area, and then you just went to this sensation, this icon
Yeah.
who's doing everything right now.
Yeah.
So how does it feel? Like, what has this journey been like from going from literally rags to riches?
It's been phenomenal. It's been 5.5 years as of today. So I started dancing when I was 4 years old. And in the UAE, when I grew up, there was no dancing on social media, Bollywood music, etc. There was nothing like that. And I grew up in a family of dancers.
Really?
Everybody dances in my family, and my dad was a star. Like every family party, he used to dance. People used to go crazy. So I saw him and started dancing. And then I was in college and I was like, I want to take my passion further, and how do I do this? So I've always wanted to do something different. So I was like, why not post a video on Facebook and see what happens? So that time, Kala Chashma song came up.
Yes.
And I asked, it's a very popular song.
Very
you
popular
know?
song.
And
Katrina Kaif, matlab.
legit.
Legit, I was in love with that.
So on Facebook, very randomly, I put up a status at that time that, hey guys, who wants to learn a tutorial of Kala Chashma? I got so many replies from my friends, no one else. I shot a video in my hall, in my house, bar stool, books on top with a camera. Took that video, shot a tutorial, and that was my first ever video, and that hit 2.9 million views. And since then, there's been no looking back. I have been very consistent in posting videos. I've slept in my car while shooting at 4 a.m. because I was born and raised in Sharjah, which is very far away from everything. So I used to wake up.
Sometimes people are confused. People who've not been there is that, do we need a visa to go to Sharjah?
No, oh
Like-
God, come on. But yeah, I mean, it's been a very tough journey, but it's been a rewarding one. And we have now a massive family all over the world, India, UAE, and it's only getting bigger.
Like, you've said that your father was the one who was a dancer and he encouraged you. And the first time that you posted, you had your friends and family encourage you.
Yeah.
And it's very important for...
Correct.
And today, that family has grown.
Yeah.
There is this hashtag, Nidhi's fam.
Yeah.
They're an army.
They're an
right? They're an army.
Correct.
And they are behind you. They support you.
Yeah.
And you influence their lives, right?
Yeah.
So with great power comes great
big-
responsibility.
100%.
So how is that relationship with Nidhi's fam?
Yeah.
And how do you feel that you empower them
Correct.
to expressing themselves and, for all the love that they give you?
What a fantastic question, by the way. I've always wanted to talk about this. It's a very love-hate relationship. Now, why I say this is because my Nidhi's fam is basically made me who I am, because the love that they give me every day. I've been posting every day for the past 5.5 years. I've never missed a single day on 6 different social media platforms, which is, well, not been easy. But we'll talk more
People
of that.
can't even see those 6 social media platforms. You're posting their content day in, day out.
Yeah, so every day, and I feel like I have been able to do that and live all of my dreams that I'm doing right now only because they love me so much. They've given me that platform. I don't think if they were not there, I would be nowhere right now. They push me to become better because of the love they give me every day. I'm like, I have to up my level. How do I up my level? For them to retain with me as well as bring in new fam.
Is inside.
Anything that I do, my Nidhi fam is like, you do whatever, we're here. If anybody, I never get hate on social media, thank God, but if I ever do, one comment and you will see all of them just like gang.
Very recently, I saw that as well. Like,
Yes.
there was a whole fiasco that happened, but that's the thing that you've influenced and you touched so many lives.
Yeah, I feel like you said, it's great responsibility, and I feel like the pressure that it puts me in, not because of them, because it's an internal pressure. Because I know the amount of young girls and men that look up and literally do everything I do. And every day I get hundreds of messages that we want to do exactly what you're doing, etc. And I'm like, wow, I can't make a mistake. And that's why everything I put out on social media, I make sure that I know that it helps them in some or the other way. My journey, whether it's setting up a business or whether it's social media. So I feel that internal pressure is a lot, but I take my responsibility towards these young girls and men.
Correct.
Like, it's my top priority. I'm not even joking. Like, more than anything, it's my top priority because I'm so scared. I can't make a mistake. So, yeah.
And it impacts so many people, right?
Exactly.
One thing that you say, they will.
It is scary. I'm not going to say
Yeah, it is. It's quite scary.
Yeah.
And now, you're a content creator, and I think at any level, all your Nidhi's fam or anybody who's out there is a content creator at some level.
Yes, for sure.
Whether they're creating content for themselves, for their family,
For sure.
for the public, like you do. How do these content creators in today's day and age, especially young women who have so much pressure of look perfect, talk perfect, wear perfect outfit of the day,
Correct.
and all of these, stupid hashtags which have come out. How do you feel that a person who's getting into content creation, whether it's for themselves or whether it's professionally, how do they remove that pressure? How do they start? How do they feel comfortable enough to express themselves?
Yeah. Thank God when I started. Thank God. Because at that time, there was the whole content creation social media space was nothing. It was just starting.
It was just starting.
So I had no pressure. I was just being myself. And that's what I want to tell all of you all, that I was just being myself, and I'm here, giving interviews. I did not try to do anything fancy. Till now, I don't do anything fancy. I think the one thing that I tell everybody, and I show every day, that I'm a very normal girl. I wear the most basic clothes till now, unless I'm shooting for something big, then I'm all glammed up, but that is very rare. I don't look like this. I wear joggers, I wear shoes. Very basic stuff, and I have zero pressure on myself on how to look, on how to act. They need to understand that people connect the most to people that are real on social media.
Correct.
Whether you believe it or not. You need to be very natural. Just be who you are.
Yeah.
And people will love you and accept you. It's a known fact that people love watching the BTS, something that we call BTS, which is behind the scenes, all the real stuff, more than the actual video itself. And I feel like that's what I want to tell everybody, that please just be yourself. You don't have to put up a facade. People love that. You can literally get popular just by being yourself. I'm not even joking. Like, I'm an example. So, yeah.
And that's very fair, right? Because and you guys should follow Nidhi Kumar Dance.
Yeah.
You should follow that. It's your stories are literally what you are. You speak about everything.
Everything.
You speak about what you've eaten. You speak about your relationships. You speak about the work. You speak about the pressure. You speak about even your cycle, something which is very personal, right? And the hashtag that you use gets a lot of attention. And it's good because you're giving even young girls, you're normalizing this. It's okay to talk about all of these things. So don't you feel scared, or where do you get the courage to share so much of your life on social media? It's like you're an open book.
I'm an open book.
Down to like every single detail.
Literally. Honestly, the thing is, I've never really thought about that. So if you ask any of my school friends, college friends, I have literally not changed since I was a child. I've just been like this. And when I started social media, I'm like, I want to do a lot of things. I don't have the time to differentiate my internet persona and my real persona, because I've never been able to do that. Neither do I want to. I feel like I want to be a very, very positive influence for people to know that they can just be themselves and work and be popular and do everything and have a family life and have a personal life. I've never thought about it. I'm just myself on social media. I'm not scared to share everything. I feel like everybody learns something or the other from whatever I do. And it's just very important. I feel like everyone is going through so much. I don't talk about some of the serious messages that I get, which are very mentally nerve-wracking, that I get messages from some of my followers that they're going through a lot of bad things, and which I can't even explain. It's too scary to even talk about it. And I just want everybody to know that just like be normal. on social media. Just show whatever you want to, and it's not a big deal. It's not a big. I'm not scared to show everything. I feel like I'm a normal human being. I go through everything.
It's commendable. It's like, I think your one account is one where I see the most honesty, and I'm not saying that because you're sitting here.
Yeah, of course.
But it's that bare, that bare bone honesty.
Correct. They relate to me because of that. I feel like that's the most important.
That is
right? They relate to me, and that's about it.
When you are, like you said, right, it's very hard for you to have one version which is online and one version which is real. But this world is setting up, and you touched on a very interesting point. It's setting up to a place where there is this fictitious world which is created on social media, which is creating a lot of pressure.
Correct.
Again, more so for young girls and boys than others.
Yeah.
How can people manage and navigate through that? How can they have the courage to express themselves, and how do they deal with the trauma and the mental health issues that they are going through? You're very young and you have achieved quite a bit.
Yeah.
Gen Zs and young millennials do relate to you because you're one of them, right? I am old. I'm done.
No,
They'll never relate to me.
You look so cool.
No, I'm done. But see, the color combination is right. You're wearing blue, I'm wearing red. It's like that. See what we did there? You see what we did there? So, but how did you personally, and how, would you tell people in Nidhi's fam and everyone who's watching out there, the pressures are okay, don't take them. And if you have mental issues, how do they work through that?
Yeah. I feel like this question has been asked to me a lot, and I feel like today I'm just going to say it. There's no sort of advice. When people ask us, give us an advice. I don't believe in that. When you have to do something, you just get up and do it. The end. That's what I believe in. You get up, you put in the work, and you make it happen. To be on social media, I'm telling you all now, it's not easy. You need to grow thick skin, very, very thick skin. You need to understand that when you get hate, when you get all these pressures, that why do you look like this? Or why do you... it's coming from people who don't know you.
Correct.
Who don't care about you. They're literally sitting probably in a dark room, typing things on their laptop, copy-pasting to 10,000 people around. It's not about you. So once you understand that, grow thick skin, it'll be fine. I know it's easier said than done, but I can say it because I've done it. I do not let hate affect me. I ignore it. And I know for lots and lots of young girls, it's very hard to ignore hate because it affects them mentally.
Even in real life, right?
Even in real life.
Even in real life.
Literally. But that's what I'm trying to say, that there is no advice or let's do this, nothing. Grow thick skin, understand that it's not about you, it's about their own insecurities. They're just basically presenting themselves. It has nothing to do with you. You have to learn to ignore them. That's a straight up advice. You have to do it. There's no other option.
And even when you look at normal people who are not content creators, who are looking at social media, seeing people's perfect lives.
That's not true.
That impacts them the most, right?
Exactly.
That's why I say that following your account will at least give you a 360.
Correct.
This is the good, this is the bad, this is the ugly.
I show them everything.
Right? This is the ugly. But in normal circumstances, you don't see that. So that facade sort of
it adds a lot of pressure.
It creates a lot of pressure.
I agree. I feel like we should spread this message even through this show. Guys, that everything you see on social media is probably a lie. I'm not going to lie. Not on my account, because my account is...
You heard it here first.
But a lot of the things that you see is a lie. There are many influencers, the word that we use, influencers, content creators, that actually show what real life is. So please make sure that you follow them. Don't try to go on a life where they are showing all these Louis Vuitton bags and this and that, and you don't understand that to get that also, the amount of work they put in is like next level.
Insane.
And half of that sometimes is all drama. Probably they don't even own it. It's just to
pick up
just for a
and
story.
And then put it back and
Literally,
now go.
I have actually seen people taking their friends' bags in events, taking it, putting up a story. Oh, my new, I feel like you really need to filter out. You need to filter.
I think that's a good word, right?
Yeah.
That you need to really filter out
who you follow, what you follow. Yeah.
And what you see is not reality, right? They used to say, don't believe everything that you hear. Now they say, don't believe everything that you see either, right? Because it could be. So, Nidhi, you've done so much, right?
Yeah.
Mashallah, your graph is out there. As a person, as a girl, as a woman, as an individual, what is it that gives you strength? Forget the professional side of it. You've been persistent, you've powered through life, you've given it your all. But as a normal girl, right? What is that gives you strength in the morning or in the night or in the evening?
Yeah.
Where you're like, okay, this is Nidhi Kumar, the X-year-old girl
Yeah.
who's now, I'm not going good bad manners to comment about.
I'm very young, so it's okay.
Yeah. But what is it that gives you strength?
I feel like there's I have a goal in my mind. And I think that goal gives me strength. Honestly, I'm telling you, I've had days where I don't want to wake up in the morning and go to work. I don't want to do it. Today was one of them. I don't want to go, and I don't want to go to work. I just want to lie down. I just want to chill. But I can't do that. And I don't want to do that. And why I woke up and I came is because I have that goal in mind. Before I'm 30, I really want to do something. And
would you like to share what that goal is? Without jinxing it, right?
Without jinxing it, that's good. It's one of my goals, but it's one of my bigger goals. I want to be in Forbes 30 under 30.
How lovely.
And
we'll pray for you.
Inshallah. Thank you. I've never said it out loud, but wow. Thank you. You're bringing it out of me, and the show is bringing it out of me. So I really want to be in Forbes 30 under 30, and I'm working towards that goal every single day. And I feel like that's just that is what gives me strength. That is professionally, and I think just generally, it's my mom.
Definitely.
I think she, she's my backbone. I can't survive without her. Like not just privately, but even professionally, she's the one that gives me strength. Everything that I've done till now is because of her. Like I come back at 3-4 a.m. from shoots, my food will be ready at 3-4 a.m. And I'm just sitting, and then again I wake up, again I go to class, and it's just because she's just there doing whatever she can in her capacity
to support you.
Gives me strength. Like she does nothing in my work or because she can't.
Yeah.
But these things, like if she's not there, I would have collapsed by now. Like I'm not even joking. I can't do anything without her. So it's my mom that's just like my backbone behind.
And it's so beautiful, right? Because these are those kind of stories that women, especially in our region, in this region, do day in, day out, but they're not valued that much.
Exactly.
Till somebody who comes and advocates it, that even at that level, what they do provides strength to so many people. Like my mother was the same, right?
Yeah.
That she has given me that support, that building block for me to shine.
For you, literally.
So that's very very beautiful that how women who are at home, who are mothers, daughters.
I think they have the biggest job.
The most.
And
sadly, the most thankless job.
That's true.
Sadly, the most thankless. The biggest job, but the most thankless.
That's true. I feel like they give strength to everyone at home, Not just one person, but everyone. Their husband, their sons, daughters. It's beautiful.
So Nidhi, you've done so many things in life. You do so many things in life. Is there any one thing which gives you personal satisfaction? I know that it's like all your children and it's very hard to pick from it. But in terms of your personal inner satisfaction, whether it be teaching, dancing, running your own business and giving somebody why is my P&L looking like this? What's the one thing that gives you internal happiness the most? Satisfaction?
That's a very good question. I have started doing something very recently on social media, which is my NKD cinematic universe sort of a thing, where I create Bollywood recreations with a friend, and the love that received was next level, and I just realized that is my most favorite thing to do. I'm sorry to my classes and to my, but it's my most
Bollywood dream.
I feel so happy doing that. Like when I'm shooting and I'm bringing my creative juice, this is where the angle should come from. This is where I think that's my most. And then when the outcome comes, I posted one yesterday, and I was crying about that video because I was just like, oh my God, I was tearing up every 5 minutes. I think that's I'm sorry, but that's my most favorite thing.
That's your true. So is there a Bollywood ambition, future, something where
used to be.
Okay.
Used to be, and that's why I moved to Mumbai in 2019 to make it happen. But I got an offer from a very big OTT platform, and then being in that industry for a year and a half, in the whole location, just made me realize that I'm not going to do it. So I said no, and that's when I came back to Dubai, moved back to Dubai, and now my dream is Bollywood, acting, all of that, but on my platform.
On your terms. on your
on my terms. I want to bring that cinema effect on my Instagram, you can say, or on my platforms.
Correct.
Yeah.
And now, just one last question, because your journey has been so inspirational. You've been connecting with young girls and all of that. The biggest challenge that you saw in your life, which you feel that many girls today would be going through as well. It could be physical, it could be financial, and then if you could go back to a 15-year-old Nidhi and give her some advice, what would that advice be?
Honestly, I feel like I need that the most right now. I think the biggest challenge that I faced that I didn't realize, because I was at my prime when I started working age. I was full of energy. I think the main thing was my mental health issues. Last year, I had a massive mental breakdown for the first time in 4 years. I was driving on Sheikh Zayed, and it's a very vivid memory. I was driving on Sheikh Zayed, and I was just exhausted that day. I don't know what. I was just exhausted. I was driving, randomly started bawling my eyes out, and I couldn't see, so I had to stop on the yellow lane. I had to call my best friend. I was crying. She calmed me down. Then I left after 5 minutes being in that yellow lane on a highway. It was a very scary experience. And I stopped at a parking lot. I took a breath, and I was there for 2.5 hours. I couldn't move. It was very scary. And that's when I realized that I wish I would have just not taken up so much. So when I want to go back to my 15-year-old self, I just want to say one thing, that Nidhi, don't put so much pressure on yourself to be so perfect in everything you do. I feel like that's a pressure that I put on myself a lot. And also not even taking a day's break in 5.5 years, or not even posting for one day, that's too much.
That's too much.
It's I'm telling you, honestly, it's not needed. I overdid it. It's not needed. My fam is not going to go anywhere if I don't post for one day. So I feel like I really put a lot of pressure on myself. Until now, I put a lot of pressure on myself. And I feel like I just want to be able to learn
to take a break.
To take a break.
Yeah.
People just keep telling me, Nidhi, why don't you? It's not easy. They don't understand that I've been wired. I love doing what I do.
Yeah. And you feel unproductive if you're not doing it.
Exactly. I feel like, and I love doing it. It's not like something that...
Correct.
So every day when if any day I'm not doing it, I'm like, what do I do now?
Yeah.
It's not easy, but I really want to learn. So Nidhi, your 15-year-old self, please take a break.
Take a beat. Yeah, just take a beat.
Mental health is a very, very big thing that plays a role on social media. And I can't tell you the amount of young girls, teenagers, that's my most biggest followers.
Yes.
Every day I get messages that they were struggling. We don't know what to do. There's pressure. Sometimes their families don't support them because they want to become content creators.
Correct.
My family was supportive, and that was I wouldn't be a content creator if my family wasn't supportive, straight up. Their family isn't supportive. They can't manage their schooling and their ambitions because they want to make videos. So there's just so much happening. And I feel like if anyone is struggling, they should talk to their friends about it at least.
Or talk to somebody.
Somebody, or get help.
If it's a safe space with your parents,
Parents,
to your friends, to anybody, to talk to somebody.
For sure.
Well, on that note, thank you very much for sharing so much and letting us know the real Nidhi and also the issues that people face and who come to you. And thank you for sharing all of that on this. I
think you've created a safe space for me, because I'm just feeling
so sweet of you.
And I'm just sharing away.
So just because you've said that, we have one last segment, which is there's one more segment. Now that you've said it, we'll have to do that.
Oh God.
It's the Sirona series of questions, which is like rapid fire, because life will throw things at you left, right, and center. So we will go through some questions without a beat.
Done.
And let's go for it. Who is your biggest cheerleader?
My mom.
What was the favorite performance that you've done?
I think in Mumbai, BKC, which is the biggest concert arena ever. Yeah.
One thing which you think people should not say to a woman ever?
There's so many, I can't even choose.
Pick one.
Should not say to a woman ever. Wow, I can't even.
Maybe one thing which you think that nobody should say to any woman at any given point.
Wow, this is a hard question. You put me on the spot. To not say ever.
Okay, never put a woman on the spot. Let's move
on
from that.
Please. Okay, I fail in this question, guys.
Let's move on. The most obnoxious thing anyone has ever said to you?
Just saying things like, there's so many. Oh, Nidhi, so you performed here, but I've done it in a bigger location here. Just stuff like that. And this happens a lot in Mumbai, not gonna lie. Anytime I talk about my performance in Mumbai, etc., there are always like influencers and content creators around me that, oh, we've done that before already before you. So I feel like it's horrible. That's why I don't talk to anyone from the industry there.
Industry. And how did you respond to that? Did you just ignore them or did you give it back to them?
I always give it back to them. I have no filters. Zero. Yeah.
All right. The best pickup line used on you.
The best pickup line. I think, do you have a band-aid because I scraped my knees falling for you?
Oh God. If that was the best, I don't even want to ask the next question. The worst
The
pickup.
worst pickup. It was very cute. Yeah, come on. That's so mean. It was cute. Worst pickup line. I don't think I've ever been used worst. No worst pickup.
Have you ever used a pickup line? We're in the generation where women and men both are like...
Oh my God, I'm so lame when it comes to... I have used, but nothing is coming in my head. Worst pickup lines.
No, have you used it?
Yeah, exactly. I've used many. Not gonna lie. I'm just trying to think. Again, you're putting me on the spot and I'm not able to think my worst pickup line. Okay, no, I can't answer this next
what
question.
scares you the most?
Wow, this is a very deep question. To die alone. I have a fear of, since I was in school, very randomly I would keep thinking this. And it has just never stopped.
It's deep.
It is. So when you ask me that, I'm like, oh no, I don't want to answer this because it's just gonna...
What was your biggest heartbreak?
I think when I had to move back from Mumbai to Dubai because of COVID, I was very upset.
What is the one thing that you hate doing, but you have to do?
What is the one thing that I hate doing? Going to events, influencer events. I never did it in my start of my career for the first 4 years. But as I grew bigger, touch wood, now I have to show my faces. And not like events like, awards. No, I love doing that. But like influencer events where...
that as well.
Oh, really? Yeah, you do.
I have a story, which I'll give in the end.
Yeah,
so... Yes, yes.
Where people call you and they're like, you have to network with influencers. Oh, I can't. I don't like it.
And the last thing is that the women out there, the young girls out there who are aspiring to be something, in 15 seconds, if you could give them a message of how they can bring out the she in me, the she in them, what would that be?
I think number one, anything that you put your mind to, women are strong enough to do anything. I feel like you should just believe that. Number two, consistency. I feel like that is my biggest thing that I say, tell to everybody, that I feel like consistency is number one in anything that you want to do, whether it's a career goal or whether it's a relationship that you're working towards, whatever, whether it's family or anything. And number three, just take our time for yourself while you're working for yourself. I feel like it's so important. Take our time for yourself. You are worthy. You are beautiful. Go pamper yourself and you will just shine brighter.
That is wonderful. And on that note, I'll share that story. I think it was 2016 when Nidhi Kumar was still finding her way, just started. And there was this award function in which we went together. And when we were leaving, this young girl looks at me and says, today you invited me to this event. One day I will get invited on my own, on my own accord. And today there is no event in the UAE that happens without you. So congratulations, Nidhi.
Thank you.
You set your mind to it. You accomplished it.
Thank you.
And it's, we're all very proud of you. And you are, to Nidhi's fam, to everyone out there, you are an inspiration.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, everyone, for watching the Sirona series. And we'll be back with more aspirational and inspirational stories of powerful women from all over the world. Thank you. Take care. God bless.